It's Brian Thomas here, welcoming back to the 55 KRC Morning Show, the publisher of Trends Journal, Gerald Celente. Gerald, it is great to have you back on.
Well, thanks for having me.
I will strongly encourage everyone to get over to trendsjournal.com and check out what Gerald's been doing since 1980, forecasting kind of like, if I may go back to a long time ago, mega trends, kind of predicting what the future is going to be like based upon what's going on right now.
Well, yes. Actually, Megatrends was a little bit different. What they used to do was called content analysis. What they would do is they'd look at how often stories were printed or what they were running, and then analyze them based on that. But we say there was this great scholar, Friedrich von Schiller, who said, "In today already walks tomorrow." And what we say is current events form future trends. And as you can look at the current events, you can see where we are and understanding how we got here. You have a pretty good shot of seeing where we're going. But nobody could predict the future because there are too many wild cards out there.
Oh, without question. I'm a firm believer in that. It's why I kind of live my life day to day. I'll let tomorrow take care of itself after we get through today. But there are things we do have to pay attention to. And I guess one of the areas that I am so perplexed, and I hope you can offer some insight, foreign affairs. What in the hell are we doing? What is going on? Middle East, the whole Syrian thing, Iraq, Afghanistan. We got problems in the Middle East. It's inextricably intertwined, and I guess I'm scratching my head over why. Where is that going? How, and where is this taking us?
Look what's going on at home. Look at the dysfunction between the Beltway circle jerks and the D.C. drama queens. Look at the polls that are showing only 10% of the people have faith in Congress. Who in their right mind would look at these people and expect anything intelligent coming out of foreign policy? I got an idea. Let's start a war in Afghanistan. Oh, it'll be a beaut, I'll tell you. Wait, let's do one in Iraq. Oh, that wasn't good enough for you? How about Libya? Oh, it's going to be the vacation mecca of the world. You just trust me. Wait, let's go into Syria. We're going to do maybe another time-limited, scope-limited kinetic action. We got a bunch of jerks out there running the show in front of everybody's eyes, and nobody wants to call it what it is.
And that is?
The incompetence and the inepts.
All right,
Look,
okay, but what's the end game? There's got to be an end game on. I mean, someone.
They have no end game. These are stupid
Lord.
people.
So wait, you're telling me, Gerald Celente, publisher of Trends Journal, that in fact there is no behind the scenes sort of even, and I'm not a global conspiracy kind of guy, but there's not even one of those back there that, okay, first we're going to do Iraq and we'll get our foot in there, and then we're going to start toppling these dictators, and hopefully at the end of the day we're going to achieve X, Y, and Z. You're saying they're just flailing and taking it moment by moment?
Oh no, you may be 100% correct in what their plan is. But, if there's an Illuminati making the plan, you have the un-Illuminati carrying it out. These are a bunch of jerks. Why can't there are the Bloods and the Crips. There used to be the Bananas and the Gambinos, the Lanskys and the Schultzes. Now you have the Democrats and Republicans. This is a gang. It's a gang of stupid people, not stupid, sociopaths. These are the same people you couldn't stand in high school and college that wanted to be class president and head of the student council.
Yeah, malignant narcissists.
Yeah. The glad-handers, the suck-ups, the brown-nosers, the insincere, and the overly ambitious. You could put names on them.
And that...
You could call them Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, George Bush, McConnell,
John
Reed,
McCain.
Insane McCain.
Yeah.
One lunatic. The people you couldn't stand in high school and college are now running and ruining our lives.
Gerald...
And it's right in front of us.
It is. And I guess your point, and it really bothers me. There's a couple times we've had you on, and I just hate that you're not opinionated enough. It just really bothers you're so reserved, such a wallflower, Gerald. No, seriously though. But your point is borne out by one thing I can specifically hang my hat on, and that is our national debt. The narcissists, the people that didn't make it, or the people that want to be loved by others, they're the ones that can never say no to anyone under any circumstance, and that's how you bring yourself to this perilous sort of monetary system crashing reality that is our runaway spending.
Well, I don't think it's not saying no. It's saying yes all the time.
It's in effect the same thing, depending on your circumstance.
No, it's saying yes. You see, they have language, white shoe boy language. When a guy growing up in the Bronx, when people give you money, you call it bribes and payoffs. I got a better name for it. We're going to call it campaign contributions. How does that sound?
Now,
is that a nice word? So what they're doing is they're being – these are the wise guys. That's all the politicians are. They're getting the money to do the dirty work. And when you talk about not balancing the budget and everything else, who of us – you're doing your work, I do my work – who could show levels of incompetence like they do and get away with it? Nobody in the private sector, nobody working for a living, nobody driving a bus, nobody doing carpentry work, nobody even stocking shelves at Walmarts could get away with the inefficiency, stupidity, and incompetence that they are showing in front of our face at this moment. And you know why they get away with it? Because people still believe in the fairy tale. This is democracy. Oh, this is America. Oh, we're exceptional. Yeah, we got exceptional morons running the show. And they keep, hail to the chief, they keep saluting their senator and congressman, and so the people keep taking it.
All right, Gerald, with that and recognizing that people can find your information at trendsjournal.com, it's an excellent, I think your current PDF is about 69 pages, all with contributing authors, and it's all really in-depth kind of stuff. I am constantly asked, okay, then what is the solution? And I've always suggested, it seems to me, because of everything you said, because of the blind following of the narcissist, that is going to take, like an alcoholic bottoming out, some major economic catastrophe like the monetary system blowing up or something for people to wake up and smell the coffee on this. What's your prediction on that?
You see, I don't think that that's the way it works, that you need a catastrophe to find reward. It could get worse, and then it could get much worse. And so I believe it's up to the individual. And I mean this in the truest sense. When enough people find the courage, dignity, and respect within themselves, they no longer take this crap from people. And so to me, it's about being healthy, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And on a very practical level, I think we have to break up the parties. Who made up this BS? You read Washington, you read Adams, you read Madison, you read all of them. They didn't want gangs running the show. If you want to go to Washington, you should not have to be affiliated with a gang. And the other thing is, you want to go to war? Let the people vote. You want to we need direct democracy. If we could bank online, we could vote online. Put the power of the future in the hands of the people.
Gerald Celente, I will again encourage everyone to see your stuff. You can find it on my blog page, 55krc.com, and encourage you to read it. And follow his advice. It makes perfect sense. And from an advocate for personal responsibility and individual liberty and freedom, I couldn't agree with you more. Gerald Celente, I look forward to having you back on the 55KRC Morning Show. Keep up the great work, my friend.
Thanks so much for having me on. Bye-bye.
Just shy of 8:39, 55KRC, the talk station. Do not go away. Bengals cheerleaders up next. Stick around.